could you just sit in that spot?
Yeah.
You watched that?
Yeah, we did, didn't we?
Yeah. Could I get you to look at this camera, please? Thank you. Okay. Keep looking. Beautiful. Thank you. Any cracks?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm wearing modules. I had, you got funny toes. Really? They're dexterous. Dexterous in your toes, is that right?
I am dexterous in my toes. I say it's a Spartan trick. Can you pick
Could you look at me?
your toe?
Absolutely not.
Do you want to take my glasses off?
No.
Even in these. Oh,
Well, maybe those. But, so what do you do with...
Can I take your shoes?
No, you
Why?
can't take my shoes off my feet.
We can swap.
They're my shoes.
To the two little
Yeah.
cowboys.
Yes, I'm wearing modules.
They are.
I had, you got funny toes.
Really?
They're dexterous. You're dexterous in your toes, is that right?
I am dexterous in my toes. I say it's a Spartan trick. Can you pick stuff up with your toe?
Could you look at this camera, please, Bill?
Even in these.
Yes, I'll never go back.
Can I take your shoes?
Let's stay on my...
Beautiful. Thank you. Oh, sure. What? Is this a taxi driver?
Yeah.
I thought it was like
He's like, I'm just warning you, these aren't your friends.
oh. I take it she paid for the Uber.
Huh?
Was it on her Uber account or something?
No? He's like, I'm just putting this out here. If Rachel, you find this.
Oh, I thought it was like client confidentiality.
Oh, God, no. God.
Right now, yeah. Well, Lisa, could you put a cushion on there? Just to raise you up?
Raise me up. Ugh.
Perfect, yeah, thank you.
Who's Bill Pullman?
What?
Bill Pullman.
Ouais. Message in you. Hi Bren, we are from Ireland. Lovely leash.
Hey, Bren.
Sorry Bren.
It's a Bren.
Right, what will you do to celebrate us getting to 10 super chats? We'll tell
What's
us
10 super chats?
€50.
Ooh. No.
Are there any?
What's secret? Huh? Oh, yeah.
I've never got one.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, Yup Mayo. My granddad was from Bohola. Could I actually get you to take off your glasses? Please. Oh, I told him my granddad was from Bohola and I think he logged off.
No, he said just up the road, Ballinammy.
Ballina?
Yeah.
Nice.
I don't think I've been to Mayo much.
We went together.
We went to Westport, but besides that, I don't really think I've been to Mayo. Not, I'm so bad. I would love to just go around Ireland more.
Well, there was a I saw a YouTube channel, an American one, and it said 51 states in 51 weeks. That was their challenge for like 2024. You do 32 counties in a year.
Oh God, yeah. Oh, we should do. Have we done any cultural things as well? Do we need to do reviews on?
Oh shit.
What? Should have done what?
No, it's fine. Cultural. Amble.
Yeah, did we do anything else? We didn't really do much in the month of June, did we?
In the merry month of June. Can't remember.
What cinema did we go? What film did we go see in cinema?
When?
In the month of June.
28 days left.
Oh, we did a review for that.
Take one. Close that down for a minute.
Great festival starting next week here. Salmon Festival. Oh, I don't know that one.
I'm vegan.
I doubt it's a
I need
actual
to get-
salmon festival.
You wouldn't know.
Oh, I'm so tired. Let's start this. We were out
Okay.
last night.
Do you want to do the intro this week?
Okay. Hi, everyone.
To this camera here.
Okay. Hi, we're here to do a review of a classic, would you call it a classic film?
The intro needs to be quick.
Okay. Hi everyone, we're here again today to do a review of the 2000 and something film, The Beach. It's probably not even the 2000s. Starring Leonardo DiCaprio. I'd never seen before, and Louis had, and we said we'd give it a go. And here's our thoughts.
The whiteboard is to list all the stuff we're going to do.
Oh, well sure, I forgot that. You do it then.
See? It's tougher than it looks.
Yeah, well,
Okay.
I can't remember. You've only started this system.
Welcome back, everybody. This week we're going to review the 2000 classic.
The beach!
Right, we'll do that again. This week, well,
The beach!
welcome back everybody. This week we're going to review the 2000 classic,
The beach.
and in our review we're going to do the plot in 60-second challenge, we're going to talk about the performances, we're going to talk about the underlying theme of the movie, and then at the end we're going to give our rating. So, buckle up, stay tuned, all of the above.
Did you do that way?
Buckle up.
We're in for a bumpy ride!
Right, I'm going to start this one again because I forgot to set the timer. Do you have your phone?
Yep.
Could you do the 10-minute timer? Because when I was doing the the 28 weeks later one, it's just me watching my watch the whole way through.
Oh, okay. And that's why we have the computer down as well, so we're not.
Yeah, you ready to start the timer?
We just can't help ourselves, can we? Ready, go!
Okay.
And I've got the live on my phone too, so you're getting extra views.
Oh! How do you...
Because it just does this now.
If you small screen it down?
I didn't even small screen it, I exited out of it. It just goes to
I
what
thought you had to...
I know! That was the other feature.
I thought you had to have the premium.
Well, I hope I'm not paying for it.
Right. Oh. So, first things first. Plot in 60 seconds. How do we decide who goes first?
Ta-da! Rock, paper, scissors. Oh, scissors.
Who's the champion?
Me! Oh no, you're the champion.
You're only as good as your last
time.
game.
Sorry. Ready? Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Ah!
2 for 2. You should see the last video.
What?
I went mad.
Did ya?
I lost it. I was like, I won!
Oh yeah.
I won! Like all the audio is like peaking. Okay, we got a weather report for some reason on my Fitbit. So Aaron Singleton.
Oh, I go first?
Yep.
Okay.
Whenever you are ready.
Leo DiCaprio is sick of his job and his life at home in America, so he decides to do what everyone does, is find themselves in Thailand. Or Bali or wherever the fuck he is. And he's going about the place and he's like, it's just too much, it's all blah blah blah, it's not like the real experience. And then he gets talking to someone in his hotel room. He kind of blips his head through a window and it's like, this is amazing, this place is that. And he's like, I'm fucking psycho, blah. And he goes, gets a map put under his door about this place. And then he decides to go off and find this island. He brings 2 French people with him. And they go off to this island where these people have inhabited these, I suppose, non-native people have inhabited it, and they're living a life of chill vibes and coolness, and then they realise there's a dark underbelly to everything that's going on. Leo DiCaprio loses his shit, and then chaos ensues.
10 seconds left.
That's all I have to say.
Do you want intense eye contact with each other? 4 seconds. And that's a minute.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty good.
Yeah.
It's quite a simple plot.
Yeah, but I think it doesn't need to overcomplicate it.
No, but it's very good. Oh, rating's not yet.
Do you want to...
It has to be on the minute or half minute. Oh yeah, sorry. Plot in 60 seconds, Louis. And go.
Leonardo DiCaprio is an American tourist in Thailand, but he wants to get the real authentic experience. He doesn't want what it is for all the tourists. He wants to see the real Thailand. He meets an eccentric character, Bugs, in his hostel, who promises to show him this utopian beach. This is where he came back from, but it was too much for his brain to take. He slips a hand-drawn map under Leo's bedroom door, and Leo invites 2 French tourists. Once he kind of fancies, he doesn't want the fella there with him, to go on this adventure to find this idyllic beach. Do they get there? Who knows? No, they get there and they're in this utopian land until it all goes sour because humans ruin everything.
10 seconds left.
Yeah, it's that. The plot's, like you said, pretty simple.
Done.
2 friends in a room. They just might kiss.
Not.
So, Erin Singleton, how long's left in our timer?
6 minutes exactly.
Perfect. So, like you said, quite simple plot, but still didn't need to overcomplicate it.
No, and like, obviously it's a film that I always said I would see,
Yeah.
and I never did. But like, it's so funny. It's a film that I'm aware of, but I had no idea what it was about. I don't think I've ever seen spoilers for it. Like, I had no idea what it was about or what was going to be about. Like, I literally was going in so blind. I actually had no clue what it was about.
Like a Razorhead.
Yeah. I never did that, review of that.
I don't know how to. I've seen it so many times I don't know what it is. We went to see a Razorhead in outdoor cinema in Berlin, but Erin thought we were going to see the Talking Heads movie. Equally,
Bit different.
both surreal, but one a bit more so than the other.
Yeah. But yeah, the beach, it was, yeah, I went in completely blind.
Yeah.
So, but like that very simple plot, and I think a very, maybe not back then it might have been more shocking. Possibly.
Yeah.
But I feel like I knew where it was going. Ish.
Did you?
Yeah. Because you say humans ruin everything.
Yeah. Well,
But it's very obvious these days. Like, I feel like it would have been very much for back then. I know with the way things are going, like now, because so many people go to Bali and so many people. I think now you can actually see that stuff kind of come to fruition, I suppose.
oh, was it? The beach, they stopped tourists going after it. So I guess it was a pretty unknown location. Well, like, you have to get a ferry to it.
Yeah.
And it's absolutely packed with people now. But because I don't think that, like, when you get there, you have to pay to go onto the beach. But before, I think it was just an island.
Yeah.
And obviously the scouting team found it for the film.
Yeah.
But then it was starting to get ruined. Now it's amazing, like I told you, the sand, it's like flour.
Yeah, so.
It's so fine. Oh, it is idyllic, and the water is beautiful. It's an amazing location. But yeah, especially, because, well, in that movie it was a real tourist hotspot, Thailand.
Okay, yeah.
But it definitely is now.
Oh god, yeah, everyone and their mother's going to Thailand.
Yeah.
Like, literally, whereas, like, it would have been, number one, back, obviously, when that film was made, it would have been probably so expensive for people to go.
Yeah.
Or, like, that people that were backpacking were probably going, but they were making their way and working, like, different odd jobs and stuff. But, like, you weren't going on a family holiday to Thailand.
No.
I don't think most people were.
I think it was kind of hinting at that as well, that all the people that were all, like, trust fund kids.
Yes.
Which I aspire to be. Maybe a bit too late.
Your kids can be trust fund kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Please God. How long are we on the timer?
2 minutes 43 left.
Okay, do you want to see if there's any comments in the live?
Why don't you just do your party trick?
What's
Where am I? I don't know.
That's what I can do if we hit them.
And Bren, I don't know if you're still here for watching now. You review films and then delete a message. A nice couple subbed and liked. May God bless ye. Thanks, Bren.
Thanks, Brent.
I'll just reply in the chat just in case you're not there. Well, he
But
probably
we won't get a message.
we won't get it. But yeah, sorry, Bren. We thank you very much. We appreciate it. And we do review films. Louis started doing it and then asked me to start doing it with him.
Yeah, so we do films, but we do performances, we do theatre.
We review them. We don't do them.
Yeah.
Look at the channel. But he
Yeah.
did. He liked and subbed and liked. Thanks, Bren.
Beautiful.
We appreciate that.
And then we should go see that McDonald's one.
What does the number one thing beside it mean?
Apparently I've got number one fans now. I don't know what that means though.
Oh,
Yeah, look into that.
yeah. Do you want me to close it down?
Yeah, just tilt it.
Do you need me to reset the timer?
Yeah.
Start now?
Have you started?
No.
Start now, please.
Okay.
Hold on. So we're going to do performances. We'll intro. Oh! The beach, take 2. The Beach, take 2. So, now we're gonna talk about the performances.
Performances. You should have a
A little banner, little intro. So the performances.
I can't have the I know, sorry, I'll hold it here. I'll mute the chat. Yeah, keep going.
I just meant to.
Oh, flip it anyway. Thumbs up.
Could I?
Oh.
Just the mics pick it up. Look at that.
Oh, okay. Wow, they're very good mics.
Are they?
If they pick that up.
What?
That's very
No,
good.
when you get a message, it interferes with the radio signal.
Oh!
You know the sound. No.
I probably do.
It did in the run.
Oh, okay.
So now we're going to talk about the performances of the beach. So it was a very young Leo DiCaprio in 2000. So that was just after Titanic. Then the other big characters were Robert Carlyle, who plays Bugs, and Tilda Swinton,
I didn't know she was in this film.
who plays. It's Tilda Swinton being very Tilda Swinton. I feel like she's like the female Benedict Cumberbatch.
Looks wise, or like.
Vibes.
Okay.
Like Benedict Cumberbatch.
Cumberbatch.
Benedict Cumberbatch. I hate his name. I hate his face. But I think he's a good actor.
Okay.
Is that fair?
Yeah, so you like her as an actress, you don't like her face or her name.
Yeah, and she always plays people you hate.
But see, I think with her as well. Well, stick to what you know.
Typecast.
Number one, and then I also think like she has such a strong face. It's probably hard to. But I wouldn't say people soften to her.
Yeah.
So
yes.
like that, she has to be in strong roles or harsh roles because her face is a very striking in a model-esque way. You know, that sort of way. Like she's quite.
Yeah, like I also think she puts a great performance.
Yeah.
Like, and I don't know if she's like as a person. Like I don't.
I really don't know anything about her.
But yeah, she also. Anyway, I think we've gotten completely off topic.
Yeah. Well, we've kind of been describing her performance.
Yeah, I thought Leo was good.
Yeah, I think he just played that kind of
American Tourist.
He played it very well, and I just feel like again it was probably like not one of his early films. He's been acting a very long time.
But for him to be the lead,
he's been a lead in a lot of films. Well,
pre-2000.
I think so.
Titanic. I can't remember.
Basketball Diaries.
I haven't seen that.
I haven't seen that either. That was one that River Phoenix was meant to be in, and then
was he the lead?
I think so, yeah. And then Leo got so there's a plot. There's like a subplot or a conspiracy that Leo was the reason he
Accidentally got lead.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I think I read that somewhere as like a conspiracy because Leo picked up a lot of the roles that River Phoenix would have been in.
What's the conspiracy?
That Leo killed River Phoenix. I think I've made that up. Maybe I'll have to look.
Is there a rumour start?
Yeah.
He OD'd on stage.
Not on stage, no.
On the way to a gig.
He was. This is going completely off, but he was in the Viper Room, which is Johnny Depp's nightclub.
Okay.
So he was meant to go on stage and play whatever, and the gig they were like, no, you're not playing. So he went out tick, and he asked for drugs basically, and your man from.
And Leo DiCaprio gave it to him.
No, it was your man from Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Who?
That the guitarist from Red Hot Chili Peppers gave him a speedball, and he didn't realise it was a speedball, and then he.
But had he been out all night the night before as well?
No.
Why wasn't he allowed to play?
I can't remember the reason. I remember I think I don't know if the Red Hot Chili Peppers or someone else instead got to play instead of them.
Oh, as in the Chili Peppers had turned up, so they were playing instead.
Yeah, so I don't know the ins and outs, but I just remember he was meant to play and then it just didn't happen and he went off tick.
Yeah?
Yeah. And then he was like, give me something. And he thought, I think it was just coke, but I think it was speed. I don't know
What's the
whatever it was.
speedball?
Cocaine and
Heroin.
possibly.
Oh, okay.
I'm not
That do something alright.
sure. Yeah, and then he ended up dying on the street. Joaquin Phoenix watching him.
Yeah.
Mm.
But he was mad young then. He was like,
Oh, he was like 16, 17.
was he that young?
Like, maybe
Because I thought he was in the club, or he was going to see it.
No, yeah. I'm sure Hollywood back then.
Yeah, that's very true.
Anyway, but then subsequently, Leo
Leo
DiCaprio they think that basically River Phoenix would have been what Leo DiCaprio is now,
Really?
had he not died. Yeah, because he was such a good actor. Like,
And do you think he would have stayed at the acting and not music?
dunno.
Yeah, who knows?
Who knows?
Like,
Who knows? The
Macaulay-
beach.
like Macaulay Culkin.
Yeah.
He's a musician.
Is he now?
Yeah, he's been a while.
Oh.
Yeah. He's just on tour all the time.
Okay.
And he's with, what's her name?
Brenda Song.
The Asian,
Yeah.
American
from
Asian.
Sweet Life of Zack and Cody.
Social Network.
Is that what she's in?
She plays, who is now actually Mark Zuckerberg's wife.
Interesting.
But she was going out with the other fella. At the start.
Oh.
I think, I could be completely wrong.
Yeah, we're just this is a new conspiracy theory plot.
This is just,
Let's have Sunday chats.
no, this is just the gossip column. We are in no way connected to
Tell us
it.
we're wrong in the comments,
We
please.
have no connection to Hollywood at all.
No.
Just,
Stuff I've seen on TikTok.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
for hours, all wrong information.
yeah.
So performances.
We're gonna get sued by everyone.
Yeah.
Defamation cases.
Okay, performances. So Leo DiCaprio plays it really well.
Yeah, an American
as
tourist.
that like naive American tourist, but also like that trying to find himself and see
Exactly,
if he's better than where his job is and where he's coming from.
And
trying to find his real authentic self.
want to get away from the throes of capitalism and society.
Yeah,
And experience something real
real.
until it's too real.
But not even that. But just to realize that maybe people are shit.
What do you mean?
Maybe everyone is just shite. I think he just felt like, oh, where I work is shit, my life is shit. I just think I need to meet real people and real experiences. But then, like, when he goes to the place where they've all set up camp, it's like, oh, well, no matter where we go, we're all just going to be shit people.
Yeah, that's the next theme we're going to talk about.
Yeah, so his performance.
Yeah. Robert Carlyle, who plays.
So Leo
Bugs.
did a good performance.
Yeah, Leo's a good performance. Good character. I thought it was a well fleshed out character.
Yeah, because he goes through a bit of a crazy patch as well.
Yeah.
And then comes
yeah.
back around. I think he plays that quite well.
Yeah, none of it was unbelievable. And, like, you know, sometimes when you play people that are tripping, you're like, this is just.
What you've read can happen. Or, like, do you know?
Yeah, or the complete fantasization of it all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought he was very good. Bugs.
Robert Carlyle. I think he was nearly my favourite performance.
Yeah, he was very good.
For
Eccentric.
someone that's not really in it too often.
Yeah, he's probably in 3 or 4 scenes, if even.
Yeah.
But obviously a major key part of the plot.
Yeah. Now, my thing though is when I ask, okay, that's about the plot more so, isn't it?
No, can we go on?
They're like, why did he give him the map to go there? Or did he just sense? Did he sense he'd help?
I didn't question that. Because he came back because he hated it. Or did
Yeah.
he get kicked out?
I don't know.
That wasn't... No, I think he left by his own accord because he saw what they were really like.
Or did he?
Because they're upset when they find out he's dead.
Are they?
Yeah, remember when Leo arrives and he says they got the map off Bugs?
Or stop or repeat.
Repeat. Hold on, leave it, we'll just keep going. watching?
3.
You're one. I'm on. Yeah, when Leo says he got the map off Bugs and he's like, oh yeah, he blew his brains out.
Yeah.
And then they're all upset.
Okay.
So I don't know if, I think it all just got too much for him on the island, or the way that it was being run, which we kind of, you learn about later.
Yeah. He was one of the founders though, wasn't he?
Yeah, but I think he might have got voted off the island, or because it wasn't a happy home life in the end. Is how it looked. But yeah, I don't know why he gave Leo the map. Maybe yeah, that's curious actually, because if he hated it, you wouldn't want someone else to go, someone that you've kind of had a bit of a friend, like I know a very fleeting friendship, but
yeah, I can't remember their conversation really.
yeah, they're smoking weed.
I'd like to go back and listen to their conversation.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why.
Yeah.
But yeah, his performance was very good.
Yeah, he was great, very eccentric
Yeah.
character.
Yeah.
Played really well.
Yeah.
And then Tilda Swinton,
Yeah.
I thought she was very good.
She was brilliant. She's always very harsh and kind of yeah, she's got that kind of like
British stiff upper lip.
yes, and could be
Posh.
but could be nice, but then you're like, there's something kind of
But I think her character says that in it. She's like, I know I'm not liked, or that people
Yeah.
don't warm to me.
yeah. Like she could be a queen.
Yes.
You know, that
yes,
sort of way,
yes.
like very like as you said, stiff upper lip, that kind of I conduct myself a certain way with people. It's
Yeah.
like she's doing business all the time.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree with that.
She was very good.
Yeah, and like I said, great performance, but like we said, a character you hate. Like
Yeah.
she's the antithesis of it. She's the negative energy
Yes.
that ruins it all.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anything else on performance?
Um.
All the other, I thought all the performances was great. It was like the guy on the island who playing the cricket, and he's explaining
Yeah,
cricket to everyone. The
yeah.
English fella, and he gets the telegraph for the
Yeah.
for the cricket results. The Fishers, the Scandinavian lads.
Yeah, they were
Just-
funny.
I love the Scandinavian accent.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, and it was like obviously hand up for comedic relief.
Yeah.
The chef.
The French lad.
Yeah.
I thought it was interesting because, like, say obviously Leo kind of fancies a French girl, and then finds out she has a boyfriend, and then he's like, and then like that, because Leo is, would you say, the protagonist?
Yeah.
You're like, oh, I think people secretly watching it, you go, oh, I hope he ends up with the French girl because he fancies her because he's the protagonist, and you're
Yeah.
like, oh, and then you're kind of, not that you villainize in your own head the French lad, but you know, like that, you're kind of like, oh, I hope Leo gets the girl.
Yeah.
But then, and he does, but then you see that the French guy actually, out of all of the people, is actually probably the most nice
Yeah,
person
yeah,
at the end.
yeah.
You know, so you kind of go, oh, it's funny.
He's the real one, yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of a funny.
Character arc. Yeah, that's very true.
Yeah.
Well, is that all the?
The militia fellas.
Yeah, they were. Like all the performances were great. All the characters were great.
Yeah.
But what was the boyfriend's name? He was terrifying. Tilda Swinton's boyfriend.
Oh yeah. Can't remember his name. He was terrifying.
Yeah, he was intimidating. He played it very well, the Aussie fella.
Yeah.
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 So all around, great performances,
Very good performance.
great character. I think great characters and great performances, because like I said, the last few films, like I felt all the performances have been great by the actors.
Yeah.
I thought the characters just weren't fleshed out. And this was Danny Boyle and Alex Garland.
Yeah.
He wrote the book.
Yes.
And then the screenplay, they adapted it. Because like we said, but that's interesting because very minimal plot
Yeah.
for this. Great performances. Whereas I felt 28 Days Later, the plot tried to achieve too much.
Yeah.
And then it lacked fleshed out characters.
Make film simple again.
Yeah, instead of trying to do too much with it.
If you're trying to do too much with a film, turn it into 2 films or a trilogy. Don't be making... What happened, I think, again, this is completely off topic, but this is what happened. there was books being written. Harry Potter, the last book got turned into 2 films. Every single one of them books could have been fucking 2 films long because there's so much detail in it. Same with Twilight. They all hopped on the bandwagon then. Twilight, last book was 2 films. Fucking Mockingbird, what's her one? We're talking about the books. Hunger Games, last book, 2 films. So they were making simple things into 2 films, and now they're making mad things into 1 film because they're trying to probably pull it all back. But you're going to be making a trilogy anyway. So, like, for the 28 weeks later. So just, like, spread it out. Because it's going to be now, that they're going to have 2 films, and there's going to be fuck all going on in them. And, like, too simple then. And they could have put more stuff in the next 2 films. Rand.
Well, I was thinking of the tagline for 28 years later. The zombie film that bit off more than it could chew. What?
Yeah.
Oh, we're doing it.
Oh, no, stop. Ick. Sorry, that was my rant. So yes.
Wendosaurus there.
It's just too much.
So the theme of the film. I think there's a few themes.
The big one for me, if it doesn't belong to you, fucking leave it alone.
Leave her alone.
Leave her be.
But then you're bringing into question, how could anything actually belong to someone? I think film 4 had something to do with the production of this film.
They always do.
And I think it was on film 4. I probably saw this about 2002.
Yeah.
And did not get it at all.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people did. We saw it when we were younger. And we were like, this place looks amazing. We only saw the idyllic part of it. We didn't grasp the underlying theme of like the toxicity in the commune and how humans will just always be shit to each other, even in paradise will ruin it.
Yeah.
Because of lust and jealousy.
Yeah.
And all the other humans' emotions that I suppose that was the theme that Leo was like. It's not shown at the start, but he goes back to it, his cubicle job.
Yeah.
And he's like, I need to get away from this, so I'm going to go to Thailand.
Mm-hmm.
That's not enough, because I can't be doing what all tourists do.
Yeah.
So then he ends up in this idyllic island where it's just weed farms everywhere.
Yeah.
And they fish and like a hippie commune. No, I need his girlfriend.
Yeah.
And then takes her girlfriend, and he's okay with it.
Yeah.
Like you said, he's the best he's the best person in the thing. So then everyone's happy, tipping along. Then Tilda Swinton is like, no, I need to break up that relationship.
Yeah.
But also, like you pointed out, that they're all like, we need to get away from capitalism. We need to be like a communist community where we all just work. And then go to the mainland and hear, I need the telegraph. I need industrial soap.
Yeah.
It's all just a facade.
Also,
there's no depth to these people.
They can't do what all the tourists are doing, and they need a more authentic experience. But then they build a commune on an island with not one native person of that place.
Yeah. So,
what people do, I need such an authentic experience, but I'm not going to deal with anyone that lives here.
Yeah, that's very true.
Like what?
What was
and that's always what gets me. Oh, I'm going to go and explore South America. I'm going to go explore Thailand. I'm going to do this. But I don't want to have to deal with anyone that's actually from there. That's poor. And you're like...
Yeah.
That's not authentic. And you're just taking advantage of the fact that the place is cheap.
Geo-hacking.
Cheap for... obviously Western people going over there.
Yeah.
Pisses me off so much. I've never been to Thailand, also, just to say.
Or go to Thailand. Food there is shy, can't get full Irish anywhere.
Yeah.
Right, have a look. Is Just hit arrow key. Anything happening?
Scooby-Doo! Yikes! Raggy called the cops. I'm off my chops. Hi, Scooby-Doo. And they're not. I don't even know if they're watching. Is this a real Scooby-Doo?
Yeah. What are you doing?
I wanted to go and look. Okay. I love when random people just join
Yeah, it's great.
and leave comments. Nice to be off your chops on a
Sunday.
Sunday at 3:30. 3:30? I didn't get up at all early today.
Right, perfect.
Yeah, so.
Cue start timer.
Oh, yeah.
Call the police. You ready?
Timer.
You ready?
Start.
Action.
Action.
Wait. Take 3.
So yeah.
Yeah, no, I'll say
Westerners
that point
are
again
amazing.
because the timer thing came in. So, yeah, go to Thailand and then give out because the food's shite because you can't find a full Irish breakfast
Yeah.
anywhere.
Yeah.
Or, like, you're having your Americanos and your lattes and
Yeah.
also, so full disclosure, me and my sisters went to Thailand.
Yeah.
And their marketing or tourist agents or whatever, they're what it's known for. So you've got your Thai boxing,
Mhm.
they call it boxing there. Thai food, temples,
Mhm. Full moon parties.
full moon parties, ladyboys,
Yeah.
and ping pong shows.
Yeah.
That's a wild brainstorm. Oh, and see, they're recriminalizing weed.
Are they?
Yeah,
Oh.
because there was weed stores everywhere when we were there.
Wow.
So, but you know, I think that's like ping pong shows.
What?
Just a strange thing to have. Like, I don't know what we're going to.
Yes, it's so strange, but people pay to go see them.
30 quid a ticket.
So, but how much? 30 quid a ticket. Like is that good money over there?
It's €30.
Yeah, but is that good over there?
It's expensive.
Yeah.
€30 each.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. So I suppose they're, as much as you could say that that's like, oh, it's awful that that's a thing, they're using that to their advantage and being like, well, we're going to charge.
No, I don't
them,
think
you
it's
know?
awful. I just think it's
Strange.
yeah, temples and ping pong shows.
Yeah, but just
How I don't
I don't know how it kind of started. I don't know. We must look into the origins. But this is a review about the beach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So is that fucker power washing again? Or is it just a car?
I think this was the car.
There was some truck demonstration going on earlier.
It's crazy. Anyway, so the underlying themes. So yeah, basically that.
They want to find themselves and get away from society, and
Do in your
But
own country.
but it's literally like
That sounds a bit racist. Sorry, I just mean like.
They're waiting for that to go. This is gripping to watch.
I didn't mean like that. I just mean that people like that they completely took advantage of.
But like you said, you're going to a country to get away from everything, but you're only gonna hang around with people that speak English.
Yeah.
And I suppose that is the theme, that it's
And they're gonna decide that they keep the place secret from people.
yeah, because we don't want people to come here and well, now in fairness it was because the farmers said that more people couldn't come, but also
Yeah.
they were happy not to have more people because more people would ruin it.
Yeah. But then what Leo said, which I thought was poignant, I don't even remember he used that word on this before, was that he was like, I could see, remember they went back to get the supplies, him and Tilda went back
And he
to
hated
mainland
it.
and
Yeah.
he hated it, and he goes, oh, I can see why they don't want more people to go, because this is what it'll turn into. And I'd be like, well, you're part of the reason that place has turned into that.
Yeah.
So it's just ironic that he didn't realise that at that time.
Yeah, it was very. The characters were very unaware
Yes.
of themselves.
Yeah.
And I thought it was very, very well observed.
Yeah, because the fact as well, they were on that island, and I can't remember how long they had been on that island for,
I think they celebrate 6 years.
and they also had money to buy things.
Yeah, but you're not spending money.
But they were going and getting their luxury bits, so they still had money to be able to go and buy stuff.
But these are probably the people that have apartments in Manhattan that they're renting out
Yeah.
while they're here.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
the money's still coming in.
Yeah.
Now look, I'm completely fabricating that.
Yeah, but I think that alludes to that.
Or trust fund kids where it's the bank of mum and dad and
Yeah.
they're putting money in it.
Yeah.
Because he has to call his mum every, like I think
Yeah.
when he goes back to mainland, he calls her and she
Yes.
says it's been like 3 months.
Yeah.
But I thought it was human nature that people are never happy and will always want more, or they want to take advantage more.
It's because I think it's because for we're unfulfilled, because I always go back to this, is that because obviously back in the day we were hunter-gatherers and we were ticking off our
Yeah.
basic thing was survival. Like, it wasn't that we had luxury things or anything like that. And as more as we've developed, I mean, as society has developed, we haven't developed as human beings really,
Yeah.
we're living longer.
Yeah.
But like that, we're just more consumed with what can we have. So like that, we never had anything in our lives as humans, and now it's like we have everything, but now we want to go back to a more simpler life, in that like they just want a paradise and they want a simpler life, but actually you can't have a simpler life because that's just not human nature anymore.
Yeah, you need struggle.
Yeah, so them being on the island with no struggles, they're creating their own struggles.
And then the very poignant point, the
Poignant again.
poignancy, I need a new word. The event that kind of shone a light on everything
Yeah.
was when, was it Bjorn?
Bjorn, yeah.
He got bit by a shark and they just didn't want to deal with it.
No.
And they said they couldn't bring a doctor
They couldn't bring a doctor because they didn't want anyone to know about the island,
and they couldn't bring him to a doctor.
because they didn't want anyone to know what happened.
Or is it because he couldn't come back?
No, it was because they said if you go, they'll ask what happened.
Yeah,
And we'll have to tell them, we can't tell them.
yeah. And they said he didn't have the dignity to die. Or
Yeah.
they said words to that effect.
Yeah,
And because he got gangrene and was just dying in the bed,
yeah.
laid there. You right?
Yeah, sorry, it's got an itch.
They took him outside the commune, set him up in a tent.
To
And-
die by
yeah,
himself.
because he was crying too much.
Yeah.
And it was...
Ruining the vibes.
Exactly, yeah, because they just want...
And as soon as he's gone, they went to start playing beach volleyball.
Yeah, and...
It's crazy. And the French lad stayed home.
Yeah,
Big
the
up
only
French
good
guy.
one. Yeah. To watch him suffer.
Yeah.
So so like I said, I think I completely missed all that when I watched it when I was 12. I was like, this looks like a great place to be. I'd love to be there.
You were exposed to so many mad films when you were a child.
Yeah, I think I just used to watch film 4, but I'd watch it till like...
4 in the morning, probably.
Yeah, so you get like...
Yeah.
The 9 o'clock movie was the main event. Then there
And
was
then-
another movie. And then there was like a foreign movie.
Yeah. I used to love the Film 4 films. Like, you knew they were always really good, because Film 4...
Yeah.
Because Channel 4 was obviously able to do a bit more
They're a bit
risque
edgier.
stuff. Yeah.
They were sort of promoting counterculture.
Yeah. If it was on Channel 4, it was going to be fucking class.
Yeah. Like, you haven't seen Taxidermy, have you?
No.
That's that's
Review to come later. No.
I don't know.
Um,
No, that's great.
But yeah, so it was. Yeah, that's kind of the underlying theme. We've talked through that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how long have we left? Oh, 1 minute. Is written in the chat. You know,
Nope.
just
4.
Perfect. I'll just reset that. Can you reset the?
And start.
Beautiful. Take 4.
So now our ratings.
So, Aaron Singleton, on a scale of... So we're going to do utopian films.
Okay.
So, on a scale of Megalopolis to City of Men,
Which I've seen neither of.
Megalopolis is unwatchable, City of Men is peak. What's the name? Emmanuel Lubezewski. Oh, it's Alfonso Cuarón as well. You know who did
Yeah.
The Prisoner of Azerbaijan.
Yeah.
Where are we falling? With the reach?
I'm gonna give it like a 7.
Okay.
Yeah, because as I said, very basic plot, but like done really well. I feel like it's a very underrated film.
Massively.
Yeah, like I wouldn't know. I don't think I've ever spoken to anyone about it like that. I know nothing about it. Barleo's in it, and that All Saints did the
Oh yeah,
music
we've
for
got to
it.
mention that.
Yeah.
Great song.
Great song, like song of my
Yeah.
childhood, and like that. The only
was-
time I've ever seen clips of the film is in that song, in the video for the song.
Is that...
Inserts the song here.
No, because copyright.
Is it not like out long enough? No, do songs not get that?
They do, but it's... Death of the artist plus 50 years.
Wasn't one of them with one of the fellas from Oasis for a long time?
What?
One of the
I don't know.
singers. I think there are 2 sisters in it. Well, there's 4 girls, but 2 are sisters.
Oh.
One of them was with
Who
one of
was
the
All
Gallaghers.
Saints?
Yeah,
I did not.
I think one of them was with one of the Gallaghers.
Shout out to the Gallagher horse.
Yeah, back in better. I never liked them. But yeah, so like that's the only thing. So like bar and like when I think back to the video of the song now, I'm like, oh yeah, there was Leo shouting at one point, but like it never gave out in a way. I just
Was the song for the film?
yeah.
Was it? It wasn't just on their album.
No,
Okay. But their music video is that.
is the film.
Okay. Because it's class.
Yeah, the song's really really good. So yeah, very underrated I think, and like that was nothing. I could see where the film was going, but I think that's just because I have similar views that's obviously where
Life would end up. How
it would end up. It's like that, you know, Lord of the Flies, all that sort of shit,
Yeah.
like sort of thing.
Yeah, so
Um,
actually, did we talk? So in this society, it just gets really toxic, and there's a hierarchy, and there's someone in charge. It's more of a dictatorship.
But fundamentally, that is where we as people go when things happen.
But do we, or will people from the Western world always revert to that because that's what's ingrained in us?
I don't know.
Because like there's, but then communism is the same. See, I think there's minor between communism and capitalism, socialism. Okay, yeah, it never works. It always ends the same way.
Mhm.
It always ends in a hierarchy, and there's essentially a dictator at the top.
But that's even in the animal kingdom. There's always a hierarchy in there as well. Do you know what I mean? Like in animals and you know.
But I think the pack mentality is for the pack to succeed, whereas this is it's always more selfish.
Okay, yeah. Well, humans are selfish. It's like self-preservation in itself.
Even though we can't, even though we need other people, we need other people that don't do as well as us.
But like that, you'll also have. But it's also again packed to things because like that, there was one fella who was sick and whatever, and I know they wanted their
Get rid of
society
the
to
weakest.
get rid of the weakest. But you'll always have one person that'll be looking out for everyone. The French fella.
So is he he's the beacon of hope, the French fella?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought the ending was so clever. That stuck with me.
Yes.
when I saw it.
Yes.
Because if she had have succeeded,
Mm-hmm.
I think they would have just got rid of the victim,
I don't know.
and the community would. But no, I think that's what it was saying. But because, so we just do the spoiler here. So
yeah.
at the end, another group of travellers try to get into the island,
Yeah.
and the farmers that are growing weed on the island, they come to the commune and go, "This is bullshit. These boys have a map. We told you you're not allowed anyone else here."
Yeah.
So then they say that Leo gave the map to them in a hostel.
Mm-hmm.
So then the farmers put a bullet in the gun and they give it to Tilda Swinton, who's who's the ringleader, and they say, "You have to kill him, and then we'll let you do whatever." So she points the gun to his head, pulls the trigger, and there's nothing in it.
Mm-hmm.
See, now I think my interpretation, even when I watched it the first time when I was young, was that if she'd have killed him, they would have just got the body and thrown it away and continued. But because she didn't kill him, but it showed how evil she was, it all collapsed and everyone just left. I think she stayed on her own in the end, didn't
I think
she?
so, yeah.
I thought that was so clever.
But I think it was also clever of your man
Yeah,
to do that.
The Thai farmer.
Yeah. But I don't know if she had a shot and would they have just continued on.
But it would have been like the French fella, they would have just got the body,
The Swedish
and
fella.
the Swedish fella.
Yeah.
And
You see, I don't know.
that's what I think.
I don't know. Because if it was and she would have gone to... Yeah, I know, maybe because it was more... Maybe because, it was the threat
That she could do it.
that she could do it. They were kind of saw it as, well, she could do it to any of us.
Yeah.
Because they did... I think a lot of them did think maybe that they were a community.
But also I think that...
But because he was healthy and viable, there was no reason for him.
But it's also the Swedish fella, he died so they could forget about him, whereas Leo didn't die when she tried to kill him, so you can't forget about him because he's alive.
Yeah.
So I think that's how it disrupted the whole thing.
Okay.
I thought it was a very clever ending,
Yeah.
and then they go back to the society. So I actually give it, I think, an 8.
Okay.
Yeah, I loved it. And remember when we looked it up and IMDb gave it 6.6. Rotten Tomatoes, 21%. It's not a 21% film.
I think as well, I think if people watched it now, maybe at the time it wasn't understandable.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I just probably think it was too forward
Well,
thinking.
like I
maybe
said,
it was
I-
too forward
I-
thinking.
I completely missed it when, like, I know it
Yeah.
probably was 12 or 14.
Yeah, I think it was too forward thinking maybe, and then maybe people just like that just didn't get it because obviously there was such a high off Leo being in Titanic that maybe it was just the film that people didn't want to see him in.
Yeah.
I think if people watch it now, it's so like everyone's going to Thailand, everyone's going to Bali. It's like, do you know, people are ruining, like the whole tourism thing is kind of ruining a lot of these places, and I think it would be quite like people just resonate with it a bit more. I think now.
Yeah.
I think so. I think it would do a lot better if it was kind of released now. I think they're actually showing it in the Lighthouse.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
Maybe it's already just shown it. Maybe they're just doing it for one day. Because it's what, 20 years? 25 years? 25 years. It's 2025.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's mad.
So yeah, I would highly recommend it.
Yeah.
It's
Same.
super good.
Definitely watch it.
Yeah.
Go see it. Any other closing remarks, closing points you'd like to cover?
I don't think so.
No? Happy?
Happy. You
Good.
happy?
Yeah.
Good.
Do you want to do the outro or will I? So what we have to do in the outro is put your hand out here and tell people not for too fast. Right here.
Stop.
If you could tell people to
Like. If you liked this review, Sorry, if you like this
You're presenting a playlist of more films.
Oh, if you like this review and want to see more like it, you can like this video and you subscribe to the channel, or you can watch the playlist.
And you can watch
The playlist of all our reviews thus far. If there's any videos or movies or things you would like us to review, drop them in the comments below. Send your suggestions to us. And yeah, just like and subscribe, and we appreciate all the support thus far.
And
as always, thanks for coming.
It's my catchphrase.
Go on, say it.
As always, thanks for coming.
Oh!
Hey! Send the priest to the altar boy.
That was good. Timing. Yeah, no one else commented. 5 watching though.
Yup. What time is it?
10 to 4.
10 to 4. Do you want to do Sweet Caroline?
We can.
See, in here. Why you always in a mood? Oh, everyone's gone. Are you gone over?
No.